Hey, we're Magic Giant, and you're watching
AMBY.
AMBY.
AMBY. AMBY. AMBY. AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I'm so excited to be here with Magic Giant today. Hello!
Hi.
How are you all doing?
We're great. In Canada.
You are in Canada.
We're in Canada. It's amazing.
Oh, Canada. We're excited.
Oh, Canada.
We actually like Toronto a lot. Last time we played here, it was an overcapacity show, and the floor almost
Hey, she'll
caved
get to
in.
that. She'll get to that.
So we're really excited.
You're now in the Wind Tour. The reasoning you're in Toronto 2 nights. Just tell me a little bit about all of these shows. How are they treating you so far?
They've been so fun.
Yeah, they've been
We've
really
played
good.
A very wide variety of shows so far.
Yeah.
But mostly
Full
festivals.
spectrum.
So this is like mostly a festival tour, and in between all the festivals, instead of playing mostly club dates, we're doing some weeks off to do recording on the road in our solar-powered recording studio bus, just right over there. Yeah,
Over there.
parked on the side of the road.
So we got to Canada a couple days ago. We've been posted up on a farm about 30 miles away from here, I guess, and we've been recording in a barn. It ended up that it was during the solstice a couple nights ago,
Yeah.
and so we actually pulled the bus up to this field and brought the mic out to the field and actually recorded a song.
Yeah, in front of the Strawberry Moon.
Right.
Yeah,
you
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
it. Yeah,
of course I watched it, yeah.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, thank you for the view.
Oh, you're very welcome.
And you're liking your comment if you did that.
Did you know what a Strawberry Moon was before that?
No, I didn't.
So you learned.
I learned something from you
learned
guys.
something.
Yes.
So did
we learned something.
Was that more so a spur of the moment thing where you
It
realized?
was, yeah.
Completely.
We were actually we had done it always takes about an hour to set up all the gear and everything. So we had just done a full setup in the barn to record, and then
Lightning struck.
And then lightning was
Literally.
and then somebody from our crew was taking a walk and saw that there was a lightning storm.
Red lightning. It wasn't
Red
just normal lightning. It was
Yeah.
like
Strawberry lightning.
He-
It's
with-
in the background of the video
yeah,
too.
Yeah.
without thunder
Strawberry
though.
lightning.
It's a very interesting kind of storm that has lightning so far away or something where there's no thunder.
Yeah, it doesn't make a sound. The
Heat-based,
lightning.
maybe.
Yeah,
lightning.
some kind of heat-based
It was
lightning.
it was like hot strawberry lightning. And
And then the largest moon I had seen in my whole life.
yeah, so it was really cool, and yeah, it was pretty much
Happens
spur of
only
the
every
moment.
70 years.
Yeah.
So crazy.
What?
Yeah, and it was, and if people hadn't taken a walk before we recorded, we would have just done the normal session. It still wasn't a normal session. It was in a barn from 1820, but it was really cool. So we ended up kind of just shifting, and that turned into the session for the night, and it was really cool.
I'm gonna start saying once in a strawberry moon instead of
Yeah.
once in a blue moon.
Yeah, once in a strawberry moon.
Once in a Strawberry Moon.
We'll
I
be
like
back,
it.
Toronto. Once in a strawberry moon.
What initially prompted you to want to write an album on the road? Because so many bands I interview say I cannot write while on tour.
Sure.
That's a good question. We have a little bit of a different process because we have friends that are in touring bands as well, and they tell us how exhausted they are after a tour, and then I'm like, wow, so interesting. I come back and I'm ready to jump and do my gymnastics, first
Yeah.
day of gymnastics or whatever. But I think it's because instead of throwing a party or going out to a bar afterwards, we kind of just head back to the bus and maybe write a song, or just head back to the hotel and write something, or just work on other things that we were doing, or kind of get some rest and
Yeah.
drink our tea.
I think it ties into just even the sustainability for us of touring, because if you party every night, there's no way you can
I mean, that
last.
sounds
So for us, we're not we're not straight edge or sober or anything, but we're just not huge partiers. We like partying life. We just have a good time. So I think because of that, we can still write. We're not totally killed. I think a lot of bands, when they say the road is hard, they mean the party is hard. The road is smooth and goes in all directions. So I think that's a part of it. And also, even when we're home in Los Angeles, sometimes we'll be driving and we'll write lyrics while we're driving and stuff. I think the car is actually a great place to write. There's a rhythm to the tires. You got nothing else going on, unless you're listening to the radio or something. So it's a good time. So I think for us, it's been working well because just of a little bit of lifestyle. And,
Yeah, no, I agree.
And also just booking the times.
Right.
We've
We
just
really
had
pack in the show. On the festival weekends, we're playing multiple sets.
2-3 sets
every
a day.
day.
It's crazy.
And then we'll take a time when we're not in the festivals to go to Zion or go somewhere where it's beautiful and red. Or
Yeah, and if you look at our tour calendar, like we'll put like writing in Zion like on the calendar. It'll be like Electric Forest, and then like writing in Zion is like right. It's in the same level as the festival. You know, it's like we
just
give
as
it priority.
important.
It's just as important to us. The first night of this tour was actually like right around Austin's birthday, so we went to Zion, which I'd never even been there before. It's in Utah, and we just like went on a hike and like played guitar and stuff. It was really cool. So that was like how we kicked it off, and then we'll be in Moab. We'll be like all over the place for the next
pretty
couple
scenery.
months.
That's the way to keep it together.
Yeah.
Visit pretty places.
I was going to ask about scenery and nature. Is that a big influence for you? Because from the Strawberry Moon session that you did recently, like it just seems like you always like surrounding yourselves around it.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's not necessarily like topical in our writing or in our songs. It's not like it's like
no.
kumbaya, the river flows kind of stuff all the time. But I think that's just like where we choose to spend our time and like how we choose where we want to place ourselves.
Well, I'm all about the good vibes. When I think of your band and listen to your music, I get really good vibes from it. So I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about your mantra, which is you don't have to be big to be a giant.
Wow. Yeah, we can kind of tell you where the inspiration for that came from, or for the name of the band actually. So we were watching a TED Talk by this visual artist named Peter Tunney. He's an amazing visual artist.
He has like a whole compound in Miami.
Yeah,
and it's just really cool. And he just did some music videos.
Nick Jonas.
He did Nick Jonas's video. Really cool artist.
His sign is out on the way
into New York City.
New York.
Yeah, he has a big piece that says gratitude, and it's like
a collage.
It's like a collage piece. Yeah, he does like really like big installations with like strong messaging. So yeah.
So anyway, he was and he was describing his lifelong mentor, this really wise and huge and
he described him as a giant.
And he said this gigantic person has inspired me all my life, and all these beautiful big words about him. And then he later showed a photo of this like older, maybe 85, like
hunched over,
chest level, old man, and it was very interesting that he described someone so large, but he actually wasn't that large. You don't have to be big to be a giant. You can kind of show your giant from within.
I love that.
Yeah, it's really inspiring.
And it was really cool. We were playing down in Miami and got to meet him just kind of randomly at an event.
Yeah, and we told him the story.
We told him the story, and it was like...
I kind of got a kick out of it, and then
cool,
we later played a show that night, and like all our friends were telling us he was butting elbows with them saying, I inspired them for the band. He was like really excited about it.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was kind of cool. Like,
yeah, it must have felt great.
Yeah, exactly. Our inspiration was inspired by his inspiration.
Yeah, and he was awesome. He like told us like books that he read years ago that really inspired him, and I went home and like bought all the books on Amazon. So now if you go to our studio, it's like there's like the books that he read when he was like our age, like that inspired him.
Yeah.
Now all over the studio. So it's cool. Yeah, it's great.
Well, as a band, you've before told your fans that your main goal is to make people smile and dance. So for you, as of right now, who are some bands that make you feel that way?
Edward Sharp just did that for us at Coachella.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We saw
magical.
Ed Sharp. It was like sunset. And Coachella is like, as you probably know and everybody knows, it's like a really huge kind of wild event with a bunch of DJs. It's like half fashion, half music, half cool, half strange. Really a good time overall.
Absolutely.
But he played at sunset, and it was like, that perfect like festival moment. The sun is setting, everyone's like singing together. So it was really great that we all met there. Like he was off somewhere else, and then you and I were like running around, and then we all
just somehow I was like look over, I see Zambricki, I see Austin with another one of our friends, and we all like
it was like cool. It was like all of our friends met at Ed Sharp, so it was really fun. Yeah, so he's one of them, and I know he was a big influence when Austin first formed the band and got us together. He was like, I think the artist that like most like inspired you, moved you, that made you want to kind of to get it going.
Yeah.
So he's big, and it was really cool.
And amongst other things, I mean, I also dance a lot to Latin music and salsa, so there are like, Latin rhythms that might be inspiring our music and things, and I think it comes from the element of dance that the Latin culture has.
Yeah, but it's interesting as far as the happy thing. I mean, a lot of bands don't look happy when they're playing.
No.
And I think there's like, not that to say that people put on a face or a front, but I think a lot of times people want to be cool and like happy is not always cool, you know. Sometimes it's cheesy. It's like it's a very fine line between cheesy and happy and all these things. So people play it safe and kind of just like put up their like kind of strong exterior, and that's fine. That's great. We love that.
Yeah, I think I mean people go to different shows. It's not always to be happy and dance, and people listen to different types of music for just to feel, and it can be any different emotion. And even us, we run the spectrum of what we listen to and what feeling we want to evoke in emotion in the moment. But
it does seem at shows though people leave like.
Right.
I want to end things talking about your fan base. Anything you want to say to them all who will be viewing?
Thank you so much for supporting us and sharing our music with us, and yeah, it's like it means the world. We love sharing it with you guys, and yeah, it's really
and
nice.
big up to Brazil too, because
Brazil.
we've never been to Brazil, but I feel like our Brazilian fans are always like communicating with us online and always kind of hitting us up and everything, and they're always saying, I feel like every time we post a photo it's like 20 seconds later it's like, come to Brazil. And then I'm always like, okay, we will, and then I'm like, wait, well, when are we gonna go?
One day.
Yeah, someday.
Someday.
So like, what's up Brazil? What's up Brazil?
Yeah, and I think we're just very excited to embark on this journey together. You know, we're going to bring everyone with us, and it's going to be amazing. They uplift us and help us get there. So,
And shout out to Canada.
thank you.
Canada.
Yes. For your
Shout out to the
barns
yoga community.
and farms.
Yeah, that's
Who's
been one
been
thing.
amazing for
Yeah,
us.
we started like a year ago playing some like yoga festivals, like yoga/music festivals, and it's been really cool to just be a part of the community. And now when we go to these festivals, we have other artists that play that are in the same circuit we get to see, and then other people that are there. It's really cool. I think the best part of touring sometimes is like seeing friends that you know, and also just seeing fans again, you know, because
Right.
you'll have experiences with them. We're playing all different types of shows. We play huge festivals, we play small things.
Hikes.
We play hikes, we play dinners. We'll give you a back rub. So there's all these different ways where we end up like meeting the fans. I'm like yeah, seriously. He's really good at massages. So I just think we like some of the people that maybe start off as fans became friends, and then we'll see them again in different ways in different cities, and it's really cool. It's like there's some people that it's like we met as fans, but I don't even remember that. I just see them, I'm like, what's up? It's just like it's just good to get to hang with them.
Shout out to Sila. We have some people that come to like, it's like, you're in Denver? Like,
Yeah, totally.
You're in New York, you're in SF, you're in...
Yeah. And we have some people that we get to see like at different parts of the countries, and I think it's like some people's maybe jobs or they're transient in nature, and we're transient in nature, so our transient natures intersect often.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for letting us be part of your journey today. We're so glad we
thank
could
you.
do this.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
My pleasure. And remember, to everybody viewing, you can visit us at musicblogger.com for exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more with your favorite bands. We'll see you next time.
Ciao.